Hannah Murray on TRE in the afternoon.
Good afternoon. Joining us on the line now is Ian Rutter to talk about the Christmas special of Amanda and Alan's Spanish Job, where Alan Carr and Amanda Holden return to Mauchline to celebrate Christmas and enjoy some of the Spanish traditions and customs surrounding the festive season. They prepare a traditional dinner for the friends and neighbours who helped them during the restoration of the house in the summer. It's already available on BBC iPlayer, but it's going to be on television on BBC One in the evening on the 22nd of December. So really looking forward to seeing it. How are you, Ian?
Very well, Hannah. How are you?
Oh, really good. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I like your Christmas tree.
And you bit of tinsel there on the microphone stand.
Yes, doing a little bit.
It's looking very jolly.
It's silver and blue, so it matches TRE, you see.
I think you've got Alan Carr's taste in Christmas decorations there.
Yes, I read about that. I haven't watched the episode yet, but I hear that Amanda wanted to do things really kind of classy and nice, and Alan was more into tinsel. Yes.
Yeah, went to one of the nearest sort of homeware stores in Granada and picked out the most garish strands of tinsel. So Amanda relegated him to the patio out the back and said, you can decorate the tree in the garden.
Yes, fair enough. It's funny with tinsel, isn't it? Because back in the 80s or the 70s, everyone used tinsel everywhere. But in recent years, it's more and more frowned upon. Not everybody uses tinsel at all these days.
When I was growing up, I loved tinsel and do you remember lametta, which was sort of strands of really thin stuff that you could just sort of drape over the tree?
Yes.
I absolutely love that. And if I didn't have lametta on the tree, I used to get really upset. Now I wouldn't see tinsel in the house at all.
No, it's funny, isn't it? I've still got some in the back of the cupboard just in case it comes back into fashion, but I'm not expecting it to.
It's never going to come back into fashion.
It's not, is it? No, fair enough. So obviously with a lot of Christmas programmings, they're filmed before Christmas, which I always think is strange. And I interview a lot of authors who write books set at Christmas, but they actually write it in the summer. When did you guys get together to film this?
Well, we were lucky because we were on the brink of Christmas. We filmed it, or it was filmed at the end of November, beginning of December of last year.
Okay.
So at least we weren't sort of having to wear winter jumpers in the middle of summer and pretending that it was winter outside. So it was actually very cold when we filmed it.
Okay. Oh, that's good. And what's happened with their house? Because last time we spoke, we were talking about the house that they restored, and that was the programme that went out in the summer. This one is since they've sold it, is that right?
Yes, we sold it, and to a very nice couple from the United Kingdom. We, as expected, actually, there was a huge amount of demand for the house. We had over 35 offers for it. We invited offers over a certain level to allow it to find its own price, basically, because we knew there'd be a lot of interest. And yes, it went to a lovely couple called Nicola and Mickey, who actually have a property in Wales. They've got 2 other properties on the Costa del Sol, so they know Spain quite well. And they've done some further work to the property. They're going to be installing a pool in the spring, and it's available for holiday rentals. And the bookings are coming in fast, which is great news.
Oh, lovely. And are people wanting to stay there away from the summer, or is it just popular in the summer?
No, all year round. I mean, we've got a Christmas booking. In fact, the guests for the house, because we're managing the property for the owners, and we've got a booking. The guests are coming in on the 20th of December, and they're staying there for 13 nights. So they're spending Christmas there. And coincidentally, this family, there's 4 of them, there's 2 couples who have bought a house in Mauchline as well on the back of the programme. So they've invested in Mauchline, and they're going to be restoring that house for themselves and for holiday guests as well.
Oh,
so
how wonderful.
It's quite nice that the whole programme, the reason we got involved was to try to breathe new life into the village. And that seems to be working really well.
Yeah, that's amazing. I was going to say to you, that's definitely something that came up when we last spoke. That was the aim for you, that other people would see Mauchline and want to go there on holiday, and people buying property there as well. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very, very positive and very encouraging. And it's not just Mauchline. Obviously, you know, the municipality of Mauchline consists of 7 villages, and we've had people buying properties in other villages within the municipality. So it's really encouraging to see this type of inward investment with a view to just generating, income, opportunities for employment, cleaners, people who are going to manage the properties. This was the whole purpose behind the program, really, from our perspective.
Yeah, lovely. So tell us about this Spanish program then, and what takes place. It's obviously similar vibe, shall we say, to the summer. A lot of craziness and fun.
Yes, it's similar. Obviously, they're not restoring a house, which is quite good. We have a few logistical issues about bringing Christmas forward to the end of November. As you know, the Spanish are very keen on traditions and customs around Christmas, but they don't really like dates being meddled with too much. So we did have to bring Christmas forward by a week. So we put together a list of traditions and customs that happen at Christmas time, and the sort of things that they could film and see and get involved with. So sort of explaining that the Belen is a very large part of Christmas here in Granada. Of course, Belen in the UK, unless you pronounce it properly, has different connotations. So you've got to be very careful about the way.
Absolutely.
So I think Alan and Amanda sort of said, I think we'll just call it nativity.
Yes, I can imagine.
And, obviously highlighting skiing and Zambomba concerts, because there's always a lot of fun to be had with a Zambomba concert. Carols singing through the streets.
What's a Zambomba concert?
So Zambomba is a very traditional flamenco connected to Christmas. So it's a Christmas flamenco performance with sort of flamenco, the las letras, the words and what have you to do with Christmas. And in the traditional Zambomba concert, they have what's called a Zambomba, which is a type of musical instrument that consists of a ceramic jar with a skin over the top, and it has a stick. And you make the noise by dampening your hand and rubbing it up and down on the stick.
Oh dear.
And it makes a sort of noise. I mean, it makes this noise. And it's obviously, that was something that they had to film with Alan and Amanda because it has hand gestures. So they did So the Zambomba concert, and obviously then traditional fare, because the whole premise behind the program was that Alan and Amanda were going to come back to Mauchline to spend Christmas in their house and prepare a traditional dinner for the people who'd helped them throughout the process of restoring the house. So they invited 10 friends and neighbours to come round and have this traditional feast. So we were having to sort of say, what is traditional fare at Christmas? So typically shellfish, prawns and what have you, very traditional on Christmas Eve. Suckling pig. Obviously, Amanda's a vegetarian, so we had to have a vegetarian option.
Yes.
And then twists on that theme, and it makes really good TV. So Alan made a traditional prawn cocktail with Marco the Mayor, which was very amusing, and Marco comes across very well. And Amanda made her traditional family sherry trifle using sherry from Bodega Lustau, who were in the first named series. So they were invited as well, and they went to Granada to have churros and chocolate in Cafe Football, and went to see Malaga to see the Christmas lights in Calle Larios. So they really got around. It's an hour-long special, and it is very festive, and it's great fun.
Oh, lovely! And they went to Sierra Nevada as well, didn't they?
They did.
Oh no! What happened there?
Because actually, the Sierra Nevada scene was filmed in April, just before they came to start the summer filming, because they thought they would include that in the main series, but in fact, they filmed it before they got here, so there was still snow on the mountain. But in the end, they decided not to use it then, and they would put it in the Christmas edition. And it works very well from that perspective. I think it was probably better than the summer.
The power of television.
Oh, you never know what goes on behind the scenes.
No, exactly. It's magic. Christmas magic. So so how long was the filming between when you'd worked with them in the summer and then coming back for winter? A few months, I suppose.
Yeah, so filming officially finished at the end of August, and then they all disappeared back to the UK to do the edit for the main series. And then they came back. The production crew were here for about 2 weeks but Alan and Amanda can only come out at the weekends, really. So they came out for the filming block. So the producers and the crew were here to prepare everything.
Right.
And there was quite a lot of preparation that had to be done to the house. We had to get the electrician to put some new lighting in, so the lighting was strong enough and warm enough for filming, because normal standard housing lighting isn't necessarily powerful enough. And getting the house ready for filming, so that when Alan and Amanda came, and it's a tall order. Having seen what they did in the summer, when they have 8 filming blocks when Alan and Amanda come out, and everything has to be ready for them. And they film an enormous amount of content, and then the editing process cuts it back and puts it together and creates the miraculous final edit. And they had to film enough content to absolutely pack an hour-long special in a long weekend. So, and that's quite a lot, because they were filming in Granada. They went to Malaga. They did other scenes as well here that didn't make the final cut. But basically it is about getting as much content as they possibly can, then finding out which bits work best for the overall narrative. And the overall narrative really was this preparation of this dinner for their guests in the house.
Mm-hmm. And it must have been a really interesting experience for you, being so involved with it all. I mean, have you ever done anything like this before, or was this all new?
I've done bits. I have appeared in front of the camera before. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the most glamorous thing. So I know what it's like to be the person who's hauled around by a production team. I mean, the production team behind this program is very slick. They know exactly what they want. They know what they're doing. So there's no time waste. You can't waste time. I've done it before where I've filmed. I remember filming documentaries for a children's TV program once, and we had to go to the Isle of Sheppey in the winter and stand on a bloody beach in the Isle of Sheppey with a gale blowing. And I was an Egyptian explorer. I was part of the team that discovered Tutankhamun's tomb. So I had to stand there in a linen suit and a pit helmet, sort of pretending I was in Egypt. And it was absolute. Everybody else was in puffer jackets, and it was freezing.
No.
And you spend so much time standing around doing very little while they prepare for the next shot. And it's just, and I did an advertisement for Zenith Windows once, where we had to go to this house in Norfolk. I was with the wife of Dennis Waterman, who is not Dennis Waterman, Pete Waterman from Stockholm Waterman. It was his ex-wife, played my on-screen wife. And we were doing this advertisement for Zenith Windows in Norfolk in a new house that didn't have windows in it. And it was for double-glazed windows. Mm-hmm. Icy. We were there. I had to leave the house in London at 4:00 in the morning. I didn't get back until 10 at night. So you were filming all day, and it was tedious and cold. Wow. So it's not the most glamorous life, but I think Alan and Amanda are well looked after.
Yes, no, I'm sure. And they're obviously really fun people as well. So it must have been slightly more amusing than if they were really dull.
It was great fun. And obviously anybody who's experienced Christmas in Andalusia will know that generally Christmas is accompanied by quite a lot of pacharan and anise and to keep you warm. So there was a lot of that, nice. Really.
Which also makes it fun.
It makes it fun and very festive. And the village looked incredible. In the actual program, the final program, Mauchline just looked so beautiful.
Oh, how lovely. You must be very proud of your village.
We're very proud. It was, I'm not going to deny it, it was hard work. And I think convincing and making sure that the village was happy about what was happening, particularly around Christmas, because we had to move some of the celebrations so that they could film it. But I think the overall image when our neighbours, because we're going to be having a screening on the 21st next Sunday for the villagers in one of the local bars, so they can see the final programme. And yes, we always do feel quite proud when we see that, because we do feel this sense of responsibility, having brought the production crew here and foisted this, if you like, on the village. There is that sense of responsibility that, God, I hope they show the village in the best light. I hope they, portray the villagers really positively. And they have. They've done a really good job. I mean, the summer series was I love the summer series. It made Mauchline look great. It's brought a lot of interest to the village. It's been covered in the press all over the place, including here in Spain, obviously, but in the UK very widely. And the programme is being shown. It's been shown in Sweden. It's been shown in Ireland. It's been shown in Australia, Canada. So it's a worldwide recognition for this tiny, tiny village. And it was never our intention, and it never will be our intention to sort of ruin what we have here. It's about providing opportunities. And I think everybody can see that this is a really good way of doing it. And certainly local businesses here that I've talked to have all said, you know, we've seen a real positive shift in the level of activity here, in the level of business that we've generated. So these are bar owners, accommodation providers, and that can only really be a positive thing, which is...
Yeah, definitely. And are you looking forward to Christmas? What is Christmas for you?
Can't wait. This year we can't wait. Because my son and his family are coming. So my son and my daughter-in-law and two of my 3 grandchildren are coming on the 23rd, and they're here until the 28th. And it's, you know, this house is made for family, and we designed it really when we built it to have family here and to entertain, and Andrew and I absolutely love entertaining and cooking, so it's going to be fantastic. We can't wait.
Oh, lovely. Nice to be able to share it with family then.
Yeah.
Well, have a lovely Christmas. Love to both of you. And if people want to watch Amanda and Alan's Spanish Job, the Christmas special, it's on BBC One on the 22nd of December at, is it 9 p.m. UK time or 9 p.m. Spanish time?
It is indeed, yes. Yeah.
Perfect. So 10 p.m. for us in Spain. Really looking forward to it. Ian Rutter, thank you so much for being with us. Merry Christmas to you both.
Thank you. Always a pleasure, Hannah. Thank you. Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas. Bye.